Wednesday. I missed Monday, kind of. Came on yesterday for a little while, and then somebody was getting a little snarky, so I just shut it down. But I'm here to go over the news, so hopefully a bunch of people will show up. I have seen a few. Just say hi in the chat so I know that everything's sound-wise and everything is going okay. Today is March 8th. Happy Women's Day. Hi! Happy Women's Day, women. I like that we have a Women's Day. It's my sister's birthday. I know I've been mentioning a lot of birthdays because, and not only that, Monday night was I left and I didn't go ahead and do the video after I had technical difficulties because it was my mom's birthday and I wanted to go get her a cake and candles and all that. So I did that. And today's my sister's birthday and good, I'm glad the sound is good. And I just found out that I have a new grand nephew. So lots of Pisces birthdays in my family, so that's exciting. And I just heard that there's a new little baby in the family. So lots of new beginning kind of energy. So yes, on Wednesday nights we're doing this. We're doing PNNs on Wednesday night. It did not work out with Corey. I didn't have an opportunity to resolve things, and that's over, just so you know. Things happen in life and we have to move on. So, Ides of March, yeah. Oh, thank you. So, I would have come back on Monday, but then it was getting late, and I have an idea for getting Kathy Beal on, thank you, on Women's Day. Today's Women's Day. I think it's Women's Month, right? I don't know if Kathy's here tonight. She's an astrologer, and since it didn't work out on Monday, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can get into the studio with her and do a Zoom meeting with her there. So I need to reach out to her for that. So I do want to go over some astrology with an actual astrologer. I know a little bit about astrology, not a ton, because I didn't study astrology. Let's start with... So yesterday I did a brief video and then I just exited because somebody was being real negative and I just didn't have the patience. If anything, the full moon made me a little bit impatient. And we're going to go over, I did go over a little bit of what was going on with Fox. And let me see if you guys are still here, because sometimes the chat disappears and I think I've lost you. Somebody say hello. My Wi-Fi is plugged in. I'm going to pick 3 cards. Okay, thank you. Keep the chat going, because if it's not going, I'll be afraid that I lose you, that I've lost you. So, hey Barbara. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to look at a few cards about Dominion and Fox. I had said that I feel like that I feel like Dominion's gonna hang in there, is not gonna give up. I do feel like Dominion wants to really hold Fox's feet to the fire and not let them get away with what they're trying to get away with. What Fox has done is Fox has divided our country. Well, any of those in jail for Trump's lies, what they do, thinking, will they sue Fox or members? You know, just on that topic, about a year ago or so, I felt like the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers, I definitely sensed them wanting retaliation on Trump. I don't know what form that would take, but I definitely felt that. Thank you, Patty. I definitely felt that Trump was going to make enemies, because we'll get to the McCarthy stuff too. Trump made a lot of enemies, having people go to jail and serve real time in jail, and he's walking free, and they did it, a lot of them did it for him. That's their defense. Great to see you here. So today the moon, let's see, we had a full moon in the sign of Virgo. I mentioned yesterday that I had been looking at the wrong month. I forgot to change my calendar, and then it was like, wait a minute, I was looking at February. It happens. The moon today went into Libra. Any Libras out there in the chat? I do feel that the insurrectionists, despite what Trump might think. I didn't know Marjorie Taylor Greene was a temporary Speaker of the House today, but we'll get there. I do feel like the people who are in jail because of the insurrection, despite what Trump is trying to present, like they feel patriotic, I don't pick that up. I don't pick up patriotism for the insurrection. I mean, like, put it this way, we call him the QAnon shaman. I guess we can laugh about it now. The QAnon shaman, actually, Marjorie Taylor Greene was up there saying, the QAnon shaman has to be set free. He needs to have a retrial and all that. And the thing is, that the QAnon shaman pled guilty. And as did, since I'm on the topic of people that pled guilty, and then had, traitors try to get them out of prison, and Trump did get Michael Flynn out of prison. He pled guilty to the FBI, like 3 times, to 3 of the charges, Michael Flynn, prior to the insurrection. So it's really interesting when they want to get somebody who's a treasonous criminal to get freed, and they had already pled guilty. Saturn entered Pisces, is the added energy to whatever's going on, I guess. McCarthy has been invited to Ukraine by Zelensky, but he's sort of afraid to go. Well, that's interesting. I haven't caught all the news today. It's be a solution, not the problem. For some reason, in the chat, it got cut off at the end there. Let's take a look at Fox. Fox and Dominion. I feel kind of low. Alright, this is better. Hello from Maine. Pretty nice day in New England. Very, very, very windy. I learned my lesson yesterday when I went for a walk in the wind. Definitely needed a hat. March is a high energy month. One thing I can tell you about I think this is backed up by the astrology, but a lot of us, the psychics on YouTube, have been saying that March and April are the times that all hell breaks loose on the legal front for Trump and his cohorts. 50 degrees in Maine? Well, we didn't reach 50 degrees here, as far as I know. And I'm more south than Maine. Fox and Dominion. I mean, this is just generally about Fox's standing. By the way, if you get an opportunity to come to 20 on Tuesdays, we are doing really powerful meditations. And then afterwards, you get a copy of the guided meditation, and you can do it throughout the week. So check it out. Hit the thumbs up if you can. What happens when Saturn goes into Pisces? I can give you my psychic impression. Thank you, Sandy. You're so sweet. I can give you my psychic impression of Saturn into Pisces, and also just from a little bit of astrology that I do know. I know enough to get by, but astrology is very mathematical, so I'll give you my intuitive impressions. As far as Fox and Dominion, okay, the 7 of Swords, Fox is still trying to weasel its way out of the Dominion lawsuit. And it's funny, because yesterday when I was reading on it, I'm amazed. I'm so amazed. Yeah, atmospheric river weather in California, I know. I felt lots more bad weather coming for California. I read on that a few nights ago. I'm amazed at how much the energy of Fox and Tucker Carlson and McCarthy to a certain degree and Trump, of course, and I'm amazed, there are so many of them, at how little, like they have like zero remorse, zero or negative zero remorse. So this is about Fox, and here's the Seven of Swords. They have no sense of we did a bad thing. None! Not even a little. No sense of we did a bad thing at all. Fox. However, there are people at Fox that are getting pretty kind of freaked out emotionally. And the Three of Cups is a celebration card. I think that's us. Let me ask the pendulum. I feel this is about Fox, if you're just jumping on. Thanks for joining me. If you are just jumping on, I'm just reading about Fox. Oh, well, okay, so Sandy, what I was just saying, it's a certain type of personality, a certain type of psychopathy, maybe I'll call it, where like Rupert Murdoch has this and Trump has this. It's like they have zero remorse. As a Fox Dominion case goes on, will the hosts start to sue each other? That's quite a question. Now, you're saying the viewers don't know about the Dominion case, but don't be so quick to believe that that's true. What do blue hearts mean? Sorry. Soul Surfer, I'm not sure what blue hearts mean. Yeah, definitely do blue hearts. I just don't know what they mean. Democracy? Oh, always blessed is explaining it. Narcissists do not have remorse. So what I pick up... Oh, thank you, Soul Surfer. I wasn't sure. I like it. The moon is how emotional the people at Fox get, but it's because of... There have been some anchors on Fox that are no longer there. Not very many, but like Chris Wallace and Sam Shepard. Yeah, the blue wave. Like it! Yeah, let's spread the blue hearts around. Blue for democracy. We love democracy. The Three of Cups. So what I was going for here was I want to ask about because I have the Three of Cups here. So is this a celebration? Hang on. I kind of feel like it's America celebrating. Is this yeah, this is America celebrating at the outcome of the Fox situation, lawsuit. This is not free speech. This is treason. Look at all the blue hearts, blue for democracy. This is about treason. This is about intentionally misleading people to, which resulted in a violent attack in which people were killed. Seditious conspiracy on, people were killed on our, attack on our government. And oh my gosh, I mean, look at all the blue hearts. You really started something, Soul Surfer. So this isn't just, oh, Fox likes to lie. This is like knowingly lying and knowingly threatening people's lives, and people did die. How do spirit guides work with people who have no moral compass? Oh, that's a long answer to that question. But I can speak to that. Well, Fox have to tell their subscribers on TV that they promoted the lie. That's starting to slip out. Yes, it is going to affect them. I'm remembering back when I first read about Fox, and we've been praying and intending, by the way, that the truth comes out. Just across the board. Truth is revealed, truth is revealed, truth is revealed. I like the energy in the chat tonight. I always like the energy, but it's especially high tonight. I like it. Let's take a look at Tucker. I know, it's not easy. You know what I have right in front of me? My vote stickers. Join Grassroots of Democracy. Go to grassrootsofdemocracy.com. We're working hard to save democracy. We want more members to join us. Tuckers and Murdoch are working hand in hand. Yeah, but Cheryl, is that like... So Murdoch and Tucker are working hand in hand, of course. Like, did I miss something? I thought that was... I thought we all knew that. Is there something more to that? Just curious. The truth shall set you free. That's in the Bible. The truth will always be revealed is just something that's kind of a saying. You just got onto the chat. Congratulations. Let me ring the bell. Good job getting on the chat. Yes, so as far as spirit guides and everything, I know it's probably hard to deal with this reality, but we've all been horrible in past lifetimes. I know. It's hard to believe. Your guides can get so strict with you. Do the guides do the same with Trump and likes what they can? Alright, in a nutshell, let me see how quickly I can say this. A while back, and a lot of you know this, let me fix my hair. A while back, I got the download, and this is repeat, so excuse me if you've already heard this. You haven't missed much. I haven't been on very long. So this might be repeat for you. A while back, I got that Trump was Mussolini in his past life. At that time, I didn't even know much about Mussolini. Later, I found a photograph on the internet of Mussolini that looked like a spitting image of Trump. I got from the guides that he was Mussolini in his past life. This is my psychic impression, okay? You can agree or disagree. But if you see this picture of Mussolini, like I've shown before here, you won't believe the similarity. So, I got that he incarnated quickly into this lifetime that he's in now. And we all have a choice. We all have a choice to do better. So he had the option to do better. Oh, his signature even matches Mussolini's. Okay, that's interesting. And I've posted the picture before, and I'll post it again on my community page. I don't want to dig for it right now. So, he was definitely a thug. Then I saw a video on Curiosity Stream. It's an app. It's a cool app. And there was video of actually Mussolini, black and white, in the 40s, during World War II. And Trump's whole posture was identical. Why was the universe punishing us with Mussolini again so soon? I'll get to that. So Mussolini came to a bitter end because the Italian people basically assassinated him and his mistress. And so I got that the soul that is now Trump came in with kind of a chip on his shoulder, could have done better, could have been a public servant, opted out, but ultimately all this horrible stuff that he's done is getting the entire nation to wake up. And we have to stay woke. I'm totally serious. We have to stay woke. We need to be proud to be woke. So anyway, he's going to help us in the long run, ultimately, as long as we all do our job. That's why at the beginning of the vid, I have this in my screenshot, because we're studying about democracy in Grassroots of Democracy. We have a meeting tomorrow night. Just come. Go to grassrootsofdemocracy.com. We will strengthen our democracy because of this, but we have to all participate. And that, just to tell you the rest of the story, the guide said the fate for Trump, who used to be Mussolini, is that in this lifetime, he never will know real love. And that is a fate worse than death. The man has never had real love. And they showed me a very clear vision of Trump at the end of his life in a wheelchair, and what stuck out, hi Amanda, good to see you. What stuck out mostly to me in this vision that I had of Trump at the end of his life was that he was absolutely friendless. Yeah. So he was absolutely friendless. And that's what I got about Trump. So anyway, you might think that, and I've said it many times, if you think that that Donald J. Trump has had a good life, you are wrong. Hello, Scorpio. So one of his nicknames of Cheetolini, I love it. Cheetolini. Yes, he doesn't know love. He's never had love. Lauren Hannity on Monday didn't air any of Tucker's propaganda. That's interesting. Meanwhile, back with the cards. I think it's hard for me to see future lifetimes. I haven't really looked into doing that. Maybe if I practice a little. Let's look at Tucker. That's where I was before I went on my big, long tangent. No, he has no friends, but he's never had real friends. He's never had real friends. He doesn't understand what that is. He has no concept. And when he was younger, when he was in, say, elementary school, I think he was very bullied. And we want to really pray and intend that good things happen, because when he calls for retribution, when Donald J. Trump calls for retribution, we already know what that looks like. We already know what that looks like. And now it's amped up to the max. No, he doesn't have any friends. From East Texas, how are things in East Texas? Yes, he doesn't. I mean, people that are really mean, that's based in no self-love. What was really sick? Be grateful saying that was really sick. What was really sick? I don't know. Do we have any wrenches? And I'm not having any problem with trolls at present, but I'm just wondering if we have. Oh yeah, I see. Be grateful is a wrench. Okay. I got 4 cards for some reason. Yeah. So we have to really pay attention. We cannot be asleep during these times. We have to participate. Retribution. When he said retribution, don't think he's just saying the word. Tucker. Tucker's going to be left kind of out in the, like just how I was describing Trump, out in the cold. Tucker thinks that he's doing good. This is the thing about Tucker Carlson. He likes, voting is the best way to be awake, yes, and saving our voting rights, salvaging our voting rights. I'll go to my commercial break midway through. Tell you everything that we're up to. This is about Tucker. Tucker is like, here's the thing. Tucker is an addict. This is what I'm getting. Tucker is an addict. Yeah, Cheetolini always telegraphs what he's claiming. That's true. Tucker is an addict, and what Tucker is addicted to is the attention that he gets. Which goes to show you that he's not the most secure within himself person either. None of these people are. So he's kind of, the reason I'm saying that Tucker is addicted to attention is because he's celebrating it as he's getting in trouble. I'm seeing the law coming for Tucker. I'm actually seeing the law coming for Tucker. The 6 of Coins. He's being paid by Russia. He's being paid by the Kremlin. I said that as Electra Storm, just as her chat just popped that up. Yes, definitely small man syndrome. So he's being left out in the cold. He wants to Well, he is enjoying the attention. Tucker is totally enjoying the attention. But it is going to leave him out in the cold. And he's going to be kind of a little bit caught between what's going on with Fox right now and the pressure from Republicans to stop doing what he's doing. Totally misrepresenting. Like I was saying, the other night I was saying, oh, he's got a huge ego. It's the attention, he's addicted to it. And when you're addicted to something, you will do anything, right? Because an addiction, I mean, I feel like it's pretty chronic with Tucker. He's addicted to attention. It doesn't matter. He will do anything. He will do anything. And so he's kind of celebrating, but he's being kind of told to stop it too, when he doesn't know really what to do. And the Six of Coins is he's going to the Kremlin for more money. Tucker is appealing to the Kremlin for more money. I feel like he's not going to get what he used to get in terms of financial support. Very interesting. I kind of want to look at that a little bit more. By the way, he'll say anything for money. He's addicted to the fame. And I mean, I'm getting that really strongly. I didn't realize how bad it was until I started to read about it. He will do anything. Just like Trump. Tucker Carlson would destroy this entire United States of America as he's attempting to do. Just because, well, money to him means he's powerful. It doesn't, you're not understanding the addiction part. Yeah, you're not understanding the addiction part because it's a compulsion. You're not understanding the addiction part in terms of like, how about these billionaires, and he might be a billionaire, I don't know. But billionaires that keep on they just need more and more and more. There's a hole in their soul. There's a bottomless pit in their souls. That's Tucker. So it's, the money is representative of something else. Separate the issues of state from the people. I don't know if there's a rehab for addiction to attention. Sandy put it right. Addiction is absolutely powerless to stop the behavior. In a nutshell, sometimes you guys just say it in like one short sentence. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just wonder, I know his family is Swanson, but I wonder if he's a billionaire. Long conversation. Okay, so let's look at Kevin McCarthy. What a piece of work. Kevin McCarthy. Now, before all this ridiculousness happened with Tucker Carlson, me, and not just me, I think the other psychics on YouTube also were getting that Kevin McCarthy was going to be unseated. So let's see. I lost track of the thread. I don't know what you're all talking about. Do we have any men in the chat? It's National Women's Day, or International Women's Day, right? It's international. His mother only left him $1. Oh, I say Putin and I say the Kremlin. I mean, I make an effort to say Putin and the Kremlin, right? Oh, good stuff as a guy. Thanks for identifying yourself. Kevin McCarthy. Yeah, I make an effort to say Putin or the Kremlin. I say it's Putin's war. It's not Russia's war on Ukraine. It's Putin's war on Ukraine. His stepmom. Cheryl Clark, I feel like he gave over those videos to hide his crimes. Kevin McCarthy. I want to ask a question. And here's my question. Because if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I've said on a few occasions that I've always seen, and I didn't even think to ask the pendulum until now, I've always seen in my mind's eye video of Kevin McCarthy taking the insurrectionists through the Capitol on a tour on January 5th. In my mind's eye, I've always seen that. Linda's like, Tucker had too much MSG from the Swanson dinners. And so I actually wondered if what I actually was seeing in my mind's eye was not Kevin McCarthy, but that Loudermilk guy. They have similar stature. Was I seeing the video with Loudermilk? The guys are showing me. So, see, I have the vision. Is there also video of Kevin McCarthy giving the insurrectionists a tour? So, this is what I want to clarify. I've been saying for a while that I, in my mind's eye, saw, prior to the Loudermilk video of him showing the insurrectionists the Capitol the day before, on January 5th, I thought it was Kevin McCarthy, but then Loudermilk was found to be him. Who paid McCarthy so he'd give Tucker Carlson the videos? I think it was Putin. Mind you, Putin's gone. Putin died, but the Kremlin. All right, so yeah, McCarthy has to feel very small. He is being called out. Well, it's Putin or whoever's posing as Putin. Okay, I'll get to that. House GOP organizing a trip to see jailed January 6th insurrectionists. I don't feel like that has much legs. She's really... MSG stunts your growth and compassion. Where is McCarthy today? Okay, I'm on overload with all the questions. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can remember them. This is about McCarthy. The death card comes up about Kevin McCarthy. It doesn't mean he's going to die, but it means that he is definitely on the precipice. The Capitol Police will sue Tucker Carlson. Yeah, they will. And that's why when I just did those cards on Tucker Carlson, they weren't favorable. That's why the Hermit came up. And yeah, it wasn't good. So this is about Kevin McCarthy. The Hermit came up in the Two of Swords and the Page of Wands, I think it was, for Tucker. And it feels like he's calling into the Kremlin for more money. Tucker, I mean. You know that they were using Tucker with an F's so-called news feed on Russian state television, right? Yeah. Anyway, this is about McCarthy being at the end of his reign. Quickly, the Chariot card. Ooh, the pressure is on. Queen of Cups. This is a legal matter. This is a legal matter. This reminds me of Lady Liberty. So this is about McCarthy. What do you guys... Amanda, were you confused about something? Hang on. You visited Russia. I thought that I made that clear, right? Like, I hope that people don't think that I hate the Russian people. God, no. I have a lot of compassion and I pray for the Russian people. We all might want to do that. No, this is like they are under what a lot of Americans are under. They're under hypnosis. Might be the FCC with McCarthy. It might be. Yeah. So just so you know, I mean, I'm aware that they're really trapped, and it's so sad. It's so sad. The Ultra MAGA. It's really, really sad that the Russian people are stuck with that. Anyway, this is about McCarthy. I have the Death card, the end of a cycle for him. The Chariot, it's going to come quickly. This is illegal. What Kevin McCarthy did is illegal. And when it first happened, when Kevin McCarthy first turned over that surveillance video many, many hours to Tucker Carlson, I got that it was very, very, very against the law. So, interesting. The plot thickens. You thought we were talking about what the American public, some of them think. No worries, it's all good. We're fine. We're fine. I love you all. Oh, okay. Well, you know, it's so someone's mentioning there that they didn't know that Putin was dead. Let me just clarify. My psychic impression is that that the person who was Putin, who attacked Ukraine, is not the same person. I got that really, really, really strongly. Lori's saying 41,000 hours reduced to 5 minutes. Yeah, but he's supposed to be doing this all week, right? According to what I heard, Tucker's supposed to be doing this all week. I don't know how people watch him, honestly. I can't. You know, first of all, he hasn't shown anymore after Monday. That's why I was getting the Two of Swords. Okay, that explains what I was reading on him. Yeah, wow, interesting. So much going on. Get off the cross, we need the wood. Is that a Dolly Parton saying? So I didn't know, I didn't hear that I did pick up some cease and desist energy. Oh, I gotta look at that. Can you imagine watching him? Wow. Can you imagine watching Fox? I mean, I don't know if it really takes a psychic, but taking my boots off, it's getting warm here. I cannot handle it when people lie. It's just really hard. Does anybody else feel that way too? When somebody's just outwardly just in your face, just lying to your face, and his voice is so annoying. You know? Kevin looks like a stalker. Kevin McCarthy seems to me to be very much a hostage. I'm gonna go back and read about Kevin McCarthy. And if you're a psychic, yeah. If you're a psychic, this chair is so uncomfortable. If you're a psychic and people are lying to your face, you just want to go, I'm gonna kill you. Metaphorically speaking. I'm gonna go back and look at Tucker just one more time. Kevin looks extremely constipated. You know who else I think that about is Rhonda fascist. This is about Tucker. The United States is going to win over Tucker Carlson. I have always seen him having to go off and do his own thing. The 10 of coins, yeah. It's going to be about how much. This is what I'm picking up on Tucker, because I'm not alone. You can't stand to see people lying either. I love it. It's so true. Okay, so I wanted to read further about Tucker. It's against the law what he's doing. To fascists. It's against the law what Tucker's doing. This is the United States. This is the Constitution. It's unconstitutional what he's doing. And the 10 of coins is like, Tucker Carlson is going to be pushed out of Fox. He'll do his own thing and he'll make plenty of money. But eventually he'll be pushed out of Fox because Fox will have to reconfigure things. And yeah, he's in too deep. But see, the 10 of coins is telling me that Fox is going to have to pay out so much money. So much money. We'll get to the fascist. That yeah, the United States wins, and it's because of the Constitution. He doubles down. I know, but when it comes to this lawsuit, it's kind of out of his hands. We cannot, and I'm going to read on this too, we cannot as a country allow this to continue, or we're done. We're done. Is it 2 billion? I'm not sure. It's definitely 1 billion. Is Dominion suing for 1 billion? 2 billion. I'm picking up 2 billion. Oh, okay. Smartmatic 2. Smartmatic 2. Okay. Yeah, but we haven't heard much about that, have we? Smartmatic, is Smartmatic going to win? I'm picking up that Smartmatic will win. I don't know when that's all coming about. Do you guys know? When Smartmatic? 1.6 billion. Yeah, I'm definitely lots of info coming out on fascist timing. Gitmo? Just a start of the payout. Yeah, this is really going to affect them. And many months ago, I saw Fox needing to reconfigure everything. And I'll give you a little visualization to do. No harm done to anyone, for the highest good of all. Energetic lightning bolts to just let them dissemble. Okay? Yeah, oh, interesting. Yeah, so between Smartmatic and Dominion, Fox is gonna have to change its tune. And Dominion versus Mike Lindell, I didn't hear about Dominion versus Mike Lindell. Let's take a look at that, since I'm just hearing about it now. Dominion versus Mike Lindell. By the way, if you ever want to donate, I have a tip jar in the description. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Much appreciate the thumbs up, too. Any amount makes my heart sing. Glenn, you're here. Everything comes back to you. That's true. In a good way and a bad way. So I'm asking about Mike Lindell and Dominion. Okay, so interestingly, do you all know that Mike Lindell, all of a sudden after Kevin McCarthy turned those videos over to Tucker Carlson, I can't even believe this is happening. Anyway, so Mike Lindell all of a sudden wants to sue Kevin McCarthy for handing over the videos to oh, thank you, Betty. Handing over the videos to Tucker. Mike Lindell got upset and he was wanting to file a lawsuit against Kevin McCarthy. And we were all going, what? We were all going like, what? Mike Lindell is doing that? That didn't even make sense to us. But I have the lover card from Mike Lindell. I think Mike Lindell is trying to like suck up a little bit. You know, get in good with people that he's afraid of, put it that way. So Mike Lindell, yeah, Mike Lindell has some challenges. And Dominion suing Mike Lindell, yeah, he doesn't even know what hit him. You're right, I'm remembering that now. They were threatening to sue him. Mike Lindell is going to do the best that he can to be a good boy. To be a good boy. I don't know how that's going to go. Crazy. Crazy. All right, now you guys had a bunch of questions up there. Let's see, where do we go next? Somebody asked about the war in Ukraine. This is what I want to tell you about that. Yeah, the pillow guy's still on the map. He is. You're picturing the Wicked Witch of the East dead under the house with white boots on. Oh my goodness. Time for some tea. Did you guys have a good hump day? How was your day? Was it good? Alright. I'm like, where do I go next? Let's see. Remember Joe Biden? It's like, there's so much going on. It's like, gee, I wonder what the president's doing. It's been out there every day for Trump, Lindell has. Yeah, there's heavy drone and firefighting in Ukraine. Yeah, okay, so I had been saying, and then I used the disclaimer, because it's hard to tell time, that I felt the war on Ukraine ending, prior to now. I do feel like things are shifting. We will read about that. We will do a little bit of a read about that. Let's do that now. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Isn't it funny? We talk about Trump all the time. We talk about Fox all the time. We talk about all this stuff, and Biden's over there, and I had said it was going to be like this. It's like, oh yeah, look at what the Democrats are doing. Wow, they're like functional and normal. Let's not get too addicted to drama, right? Keep our eye on the prize. Saving democracy. I'm going to pick 3 cards about Ukraine. Zelensky's wife, I don't know her name, was on Mika from Morning Joe. And Joe Scarborough are in Abu Dhabi for a big International Women's Day World Conference, and Zelensky's wife was there. It was kind of early. I don't remember what she said, but I'm getting a real positive feeling about Ukraine. Biden makes us all normal. We need somebody who's in a position of leadership to be normal, that's for sure. Yeah, it's amazing. It's really amazing. Kathy thinks it's too late for Mr. Pillow. You might be right about that. I think it's just damage control at this point. Happy International Women's Day. This is about Ukraine. Ukraine is experiencing heavy losses right now. Heavy losses. 5 of Coins. It's very emotional. And they're very worried. The Ukrainians are very worried that the Marjorie Taylor Greens and the Putin fans, they're very worried. They live in fear every day that the United States is going to cut them off. Will Biden approve the ban on TikTok? I think that he should. It's a national security risk. Gloria is sorry she's late. Well, I'm going to ring the bell for you because we're happy you're here. It's okay if you're late. Some people are just lurking. Right president for the time, Joe Biden. Okay, so I'm going to read a few more cards on Ukraine because it looks like Ukraine is really struggling right now. I'm not saying they're not going to win. I definitely feel favorability on Ukraine's side, and I definitely feel that Russian soldiers are defecting, and that's been going on all along. So Ukraine. The Russians, the Putin's army is still bluffing. 7 of Cups. Still bluffing. I feel like, karma's going to work in Ukraine's favor. I do feel like NATO is going to just keep hitting Putin harder and harder and harder. More people are showing up. I don't see Ukraine losing. I've never seen Ukraine losing. But Ukraine is feeling the pain. And we really have to visualize and do whatever we can to get the fascists out of the government. Hey, Will, how are you? Love you too. I might switch cards. Hang on. I might switch decks because these are a little bit, I don't know, they're kind of hard to shuffle. Hang on a second. Talk amongst yourselves. Send Warren a lot of light. He's been having some health issues. Are the Russian soldiers going home? Some of them do go home, and sadly and tragically, a lot of them have died. We're going to Llewellyn now. Oh, and we've passed the halfway mark, and at the halfway mark, I do my little commercial break. Ukraine is bleeding the Russians, and more importantly, the Wagner group. They have committed to stopping Wagner. They have special forces. Yeah, I do feel that they're gaining, but they're really, it's just so sad. Spring victory. I have seen that. Thank you, Bon Blue. Yes, having a wonderful day. Having a wonderful day. Yeah, send Warren a lot of light. He's having some health issues. Warren's one of our most dedicated fans. And we miss him. And he's a big, important part of Grassroots of Democracy, too. He contributes a lot. Oh, commercial break. Here's my commercial break. Hang on. I'm doing a class, I'm teaching a class on a spiritual approach to weight loss. PsychicAnetDion.com. The class is up there. It starts April 8th, but there's a free Q&A. Warren is a smarty pants. We love Warren. He's a very generous soul. So there's a free Q&A session. It's a half an hour on April 1st. If you're interested in weight loss, I'm teaching, this is a Marianne Williamson book. 21 Spiritual Lessons for Surrendering Your Weight Forever. So whether you want to lose 5 pounds or 105 pounds, maybe sign up for the class. Right in time for spring. Also, I have plenty of room to do your psychic reading. PsychicAnetDion.com. It's right there in the description. Plenty of time. So, and I'll take you up to an hour before your appointment time. You can book your appointment like an hour and a few minutes ahead of time, and I can give you a reading. And let's see what else is. GrassrootsOfDemocracy.com to sign up to come to our meetings. We meet Thursday nights, and we also meet on Saturday. Every Tuesday, I have 20 on Tuesdays. So what we do is we go through a guided meditation. I lead everyone through a guided meditation for a healed America. And then that's followed up by going over the readings from Sunday. Thank you, Soul Surfer. I appreciate the endorsement. When am I going to do another mediumship? You mean another channeling session? I didn't find I didn't have a ton of views for that, but I'll do it again. I'll plan it. Maybe Saturday. I'll post it when I'm going to do another channeling. So 20 on Tuesdays, and then also on Sundays, I have Church of Spirituality. If you need spiritual upliftment, and who doesn't, check out on my channel, Church of Spirituality, every single Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we live stream Church of Spirituality, guaranteed to give you spiritual upliftment. If you look for me on Tuesday and couldn't find it, you have to sign up for that. You have to go to my website and put your email address in so you get the Zoom invite. No, I think we were talking about channeling. Like I've channeled, like last 4th of July, I channeled George Washington and Abraham Lincoln and Ruth Bader Ginsburg and so on and so forth. Yes. But if you want to sign up for anything, go to PsychicAnetDion.com, and that's my commercial break. Just go to my website, it's all there. And Joanne says she's there every Sunday. Yeah, I appreciate you guys that come to my church. It's the love of my life. I love my Church of Spirituality. You thought DeSantis was Mussolini? No, but I do get that we're calling him DeFascist now. I do really strongly feel like, and the other day I was reflecting on DeSantis, but we call him DeFascist. I was reflecting on him, and I definitely know that DeSantis was a dictator in a past lifetime, and I don't have a mediumship class. I got that DeFascist was a dictator of Turkey, and then I was like, I need to go look that up. I didn't. I get these hits, and I'm like, I should check the history books, right? More on that later. Fairland, yes, thank you for checking out my church. Now, somebody wanted to know something. What was it? As far as, I don't teach mediumship. Mediumship just kind of occurred through many years of doing psychic readings. Why does it carry over in this life? Why does it carry over in this? Your mother was there when he was killed by the Italian people. Interesting, Angela McClafferty. Wow, that's really interesting. Diane, so there are healing chants in my church service, and if you just go and you learn the little chants, it'll help you through your entire week. Blessings to you, Cindy. All right, meanwhile, back at the cards, let's look up what's going on with DeFascist. Floridians need to wake up. You're welcome, Kathy. Floridians, if you're in Florida, all is well. He's a dictator. Ron DeFascist is a dictator. I didn't read on the Texas secession bill yet. I need to stop following the chat so closely, and I need to read about Ron DeFascist. I'll still read the chat, but I just have to do questions in between. I'm telling you, if you live in Florida, it's not good. It's not good. Ron DeFascist is stealing everything. Ron DeFascist is, I'm not saying that he's going to triumph. Right now he's triumphing. Yeah. So, the Seven of Swords is stealing. Ron DeFascist is stealing everybody's rights in Florida. You definitely need prayers in Florida. There's a dark cloud over Florida. The youth will rise up against him. That's true. I totally get that. And thank you, Marby. I can't see. It's people coming together in Florida is going to make the difference. Yeah. DeFascist's wife, man. Rose Blue, we'll send you lots of energy. She's in Texas and she's moving to Florida to take care of her mom and dad. He has to be stopped. I absolutely agree. Full disclosure, I am pretty freaked out about fascism taking over the United States. So we need to, just in all seriousness, we need to join together. If you can't do anything else, join 20 on Tuesdays and do the guided meditation with us. We need powerful, powerful energies. And I read you all the channeled message that I got. If you want a copy of the channeled message that I got that gave me a lot of hope, that we have the necessary voltage to catapult ourselves out of this in terms of the light winning. We have the necessary voltage. We just really have to wake up. Yeah, and Texas needs to wake up too. Sorry. I did get, as far as Disney goes, when that all started coming down last year, I got that the Disney lawyers were way too powerful. What he's done, yeah, send Rose Blue a lot of light. What he's done is so Ron DeFascist is firing people from the Disney board and replacing them with fascists. And that's always, love always wins, true. And that's also happening in Georgia right now. Like and there's a college in Florida called New College. And it's a liberal, all-inclusive, progressive college. And Ron DeFascist fired, I think it was the president, and put on one of his own guys for like 3 times the salary. How Satan can do that, we use these words, these labels interchangeably. How he can do it is people let him. That's how he can do it. The reason that they're able to do this is that people allow it. He's already replaced 5 on the board, you mean? Yeah. I think the Disney lawyers are strong. And Georgia, yeah, so I think it's too late to shut down Fonnie Willis in Georgia, but don't underestimate the power of fascism. And yeah, I've definitely had moments where I have to talk to my guides, right? Let's ask, will Ron DeFascist be stopped? I definitely see yes. Yeah, he'll be stopped. Ron DeFascist will be stopped. I don't know how. We'll have to take a look at that. Linda G saw MTG as a plantation owner with a grudge. I've seen Marjorie Taylor Greene as a Confederate. A lot of them were Confederate soldiers. Is Marjorie Taylor Greene going to be gaining power? Is she going to be gaining power? I don't get that she's going to be gaining power. I think that she's had her day in the sun. She was a Confederate soldier. Clearly. Clear as can be. Marjorie Taylor Greene was in the Confederacy, and she came back with a chip on her shoulder just like Trump did. Honestly. Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel's on ABC. Disney owns ABC, and he does speak up, and I don't see that stopping. I said that Jack Smith was a general on the Union side. Yeah, did you remember that? I said that? Yeah. If you remembered I said that, I'm impressed. Unless somebody else said it too, but I definitely got... I just got to tell you, I mean, I've had... I'm trying to reconnect. Let me know if I'm still frozen. Did I reconnect? Maybe it worked. Okay. I just have to get through this. We have another half an hour, right? So since we have another half an hour, I don't know, what was I talking about when that happened? Since we have another half an hour, thank you for letting me know. If by chance I freeze up and all that crazy stuff, if by chance that happens, I'll come back. Thank you. No guarantees, but we'll just set your intention that my Wi-Fi holds out for another 30 minutes. Good. Okay. I don't know why that happens. Ron, the fascist, once again, I'm going to read more. It did look like Floridians would come together. I did see that. Intended. The Wi-Fi will be working. The real world, somebody's asking about Putin. The real world won't know that the real Putin is gone. Just like the real world, the actual world will not ever know the Kim Jong-un passed. It's all the bad energy we're talking about. Maybe. Meanwhile, back in Rhonda fascist land, look, I picked the same card. Yeah, he's going to be stopped, but it's going to be largely because the people rise up. People rising up is going to stop Rhonda fascists. I mean, look at it this way. If you're a representative, if you're anybody, but if you're a representative of a state or, or something, and you want to get up there and you want to fight back, and you think, and it's just that people are on their couches and they're too lazy and they think it doesn't matter, how much are you going to want to fight? But when people in Florida rise up together, by the way, this is reminding me of the college students and the high school students in Florida, that Ron the fascist is now making it easier and easier and easier and easier to have a gun. Right? And I feel like the students in Florida are going to lead the way. And that new college, he might as well, I think he pretty much shut it down. Yeah, good. I'm synced up now. Excellent. Yeah, the young are rejecting it. But if you were a representative, you would want to just know that the people are with you. So if the people don't do anything, people keep on moving until we reach the higher ground. Stevie Wonder, great lyric. Yeah. I mean, more guns. This is horrifying what we're going through in this country, honestly. But the magician indicates that the people can change this. You gotta take your own books to college too, apparently. Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Yes, it is like they're intentionally arming for conflict. It is like that. There's been no more important time to really pray your head off. Students are planning to walk out this weekend to protest to Satan. Good. Good. When does it start to make us safe? It doesn't. And if you didn't, Ward from Maine. Hey, where's the earring guy? I love the earrings. I love the sea glass earrings. Yeah, and he's putting a 6-week abortion ban on. Oh, do these students they'll be able to handle it. They'll be able to rise up. They'll be able to protest. More guns, less safe. Yeah, we have to pray our heads off, honestly. Also, the abortion ban is now at 6 weeks in Florida. Couple things. All right, I want to talk about that, but hang on. Jon Stewart was interviewing a Republican. You have to see this, and I maybe if you just type in Jon Stewart, it'll pop up because it's gone viral. He was interviewing a hard right Republican. I don't know who it was. I didn't write down his name. And he was holding his feet to the fire about letting everybody have guns. And it was awesome. And if you have it, share it. Make it go even more viral. Walgreens just lost a $54 million deal with California. This is the kind of stuff that's going to make a difference. That's exactly what I was just pointing to about Florida. Like for instance, Gavin Newsom, right? He took a stand, the people followed. If the representatives know that the people will follow, yeah, Jon Stewart, yeah, he tore him up. He was frank. He was like, dude, seriously? You feel like drag queens are a threat to our children, but guns aren't? What's the #1 killer of children? Guns. So anyway, when a representative is getting ready to stand up and, just stand up for some new legislation for the good, if they know the people are behind them, if you're signing petitions, if you're doing what you need to do, doing your part. Remember, we are a democracy. Get this book. We're doing this, we're going over the book. We're doing civics lessons at Grassroots of Democracy too. Also, when they know the people are behind them, things will happen. We are out of practice. Democracy is not a spectator sport. It's government by the people. And we stopped governing. We have to govern again. I think Jon Stewart would get a lot more done not being in Congress, honestly. Maria! Oh, I was just talking about the civics class. And Maria teaches us civics for 25 minutes on Saturdays. Join Grassroots of Democracy, we're having fun. What other pressing issue do I have to read on? By the people, for the people. In Texas, okay. This abortion ban. I had said that I saw this, and it's very tragic, and it's happening, and it's not being reported on enough. But I think it was Chris Hayes. If you saw on MSNBC last night, we need to stand up. We need to stand up. The abortion ban is literally threatening women's lives. And when I read on this last year, I said, women will die. Women will die. And there was a woman who had a very difficult losing a baby situation, and she went into sepsis. And the doctors are so freaked out about what to do because of the draconian Handmaid's Tale laws in Texas. And now Florida's the same, and all the red states are going the same way. And we need to stand up. Chris Hayes, you can find all this stuff if you go on YouTube and you just type it in. You don't have to watch all the commercials and everything. After the show, they usually post it. So, thank you, Malkazi. You made my day. Especially because I get, Every so often I get people mad at me that I am passionate. Where's my little button? I showed this to someone today and I've lost it. Anyway, so they're literally killing people. We need to boycott Walgreens. Yes. Yes. Refusing to sell the morning after pill. And I don't think that, I think, you know, what we're learning, here's my little button. Well-behaved women rarely make history. I showed this to Soul Surfer today. Well-behaved women rarely make history. It's time for us to make history. I should have had it on, but you wouldn't have been able to see it. Okay, it's Women's Day. It's International Women's Day. Somebody gave this to me. Makes sense, doesn't it? Anyway, be proud. Be proud to stand up. Be proud to rise up. Speaking of that, I've got Marianne Williamson is running for president. Before you prejudge Marianne Williamson, she's a freaking force to be reckoned with. She's a force to be reckoned with. You need a t-shirt with that on it? I'm sure you can find it. Well-behaved women never made history. It's a perfect button for today. Laurel Thatcher Ulrich. Ulrich. That's I think it was she was a suffragette. So Anne, so I am a voice for you all, right? I'm voicing what you feel. All right. Why is she not supporting the president? I lost track of who you were talking about. Luke Bloom Freedom Song? Wait. Why is she not supporting the president? She is supporting the president. Why do you think she's not supporting the president? She is supporting the president. She's in support of democracy. I mean, do I have to go on a rant? If somebody's running for office, do you think that they're against democracy? Let's get something straight here. Sometimes these candidates run against the front runner to get the message out. Come on, let's look at the crux of the issue. Listen to Marianne Williamson. I will vote for Joe Biden, and I said this the other night. We've already been around this block. I will support Marianne Williamson, and I'll go out and I'll campaign. I'll help her with her campaign like I did last time, and I'll vote for Joe Biden. Marissa, she's scared. Here comes Annette. You're welcome. It's my pleasure to help in any way that I can. Honestly, it really. She got mad because Karine Jean-Pierre dissed her. Don't you get mad when somebody disses you? I mean, come on. Electra Storm, you're funny. I love you all. You know, there's nothing wrong with having heated discussions. There's nothing wrong with that. It used, back in the old days, it was called debating. It was called, having a heated discussion. And I just want you all to know that just because Marianne Williamson is running for president doesn't mean she's against Joe Biden. And if you're a candidate running in the same party, the job is that you find things that the other candidate or the sitting president is doing that you have new ideas about. I don't really watch Cash Peters. I don't have anything against Cash Peters, but some people just, All right, now here we go. She's not qualified for the job. Was Donald Trump qualified for the job? There's no comparison. I'm just saying. Okay. Tangi, we gotta talk. What are the qualifications for President of the United States? Somebody answer that one. What are the qualifications for President of the United States? Does somebody have a list of criteria and qualifications? Because we definitely don't have that. We need someone who can think on their feet, that knows what they're doing. Don't be a traitor. I don't know what you're referring to, but anyway. You're totally missing the point. The other day I shut down my video because somebody just wouldn't stop hammering away. It's fine, but if somebody just refuses to see the other side or, you know, even entertain that idea, it's a little rough. Anyway, she's brilliant, she's generous, she's selfless, she's kind, she's loving, she's spiritual. She has a book called The Politics of Love. I'm sorry, it just, you know. Meanwhile, what are the qualifications for running for president? We're in the predicament that we're in because there aren't any qualifications. No, it's okay. It's all right. That was my personal preference to not continue that conversation. Let's look at, we're winding down a little bit. Let's look at, I know there was some kind of crazy hearing today where the Republicans, the fascists, keep on dancing warrior, thank you. There should be a psychological test, absolutely, to be president of the United States. I love you all. I love you all. I do. Did anybody watch the hearings today? Texas bill be on your November ballot. What do you mean? Texas bill? About what? Yeah, so the fascists, the party of fascists, the POF, it's not the GOP to me anymore. Yeah. The Republicans, formerly known as Republicans, they don't even know what they think anymore. Just like to get a driver's license, you should be qualified. Thank you, Glenn. Okay, so let's look at, I call them the POF, the Party of Fascists, and I encourage everybody to call them what they are. They are fascist. There is a fascist movement in the United States of America. It's moving, it's a fast-moving fascist movement. And yeah, they should have complete tax records to run for president. We should be able to see their tax records. There's nothing that qualified Donald J. Trump for president. That's why I got a little bit snarky there. That's why I got snarky and put someone in timeout. To actually say Marianne Williamson is not qualified for president. As if there's qualifications. Yeah. That's it. There's just a couple of it. They don't even take a civics test. I'm actually looking at the Party of Fascists, how things are going to go for them. A lot of them are going to be sorry for what they did. Not out of remorse, mind you. A lot of the Party of Fascists are going to feel remorse for what they did, but just because, that's probably the wrong word. They're going to be angry that they got caught. They should understand the basics of politics. Yes, Marianne Williamson understands the basics of politics. Yeah, remorse is a wrong word. Angry that they were caught. Anti-theocratic fascists, yeah. Yeah, there ain't nothing religious about that. They'll be angry that they got caught. The Knight of Pentacles, this is a law coming down. A lot of the people that are posing as Republicans but are really fascists, the Eight of Cups means they're going to be upset that they are outed as insurrectionists. And the Knight of Pentacles is subpoenas, and the Four of Pentacles is they're going to try to hide. They're going to keep, Glenn, I agree, experience counts too. And Marianne Williamson has been a public speaker for very many years, decades. And she has the energy to do it. This is a party of fascists. This is what's coming for them. This is them being angry that they're caught. This is subpoenas, and this is them still trying to hide. Will they try to retaliate? Not the ones that I'm reading on. These are the ones that are seated members of Congress. Your phone is about to die. Well, when you plug it back in, you can watch it on replay. Operative word is serve. Okay. We need our public servants. 10 more minutes. We're still on. Still have Wi-Fi. All right. What is our most pressing question? Gee, do you think maybe we should ask about Joe Biden? Poor Joe. Let's take a look at Joe Biden and the United States. Trump doesn't know anything, and all he's doing is, actually, before I read on Joe Biden, I'm going to read on, yeah, every half-century history repeats itself. It's true, and we need to get stronger each time. Yeah, Biden will run again. Hi, Colorful Foresight. I'm going to read on Trump, because Trump is really losing his mind, and he's calling for retribution. Oh, something just... All right, this one flipped over. I'm reading about Trump. This is the surrender card. He's going to have to surrender. It's a hangman. I'm reading about Trump. Oh, you know what? I meant to say, oh, justice is coming for him. Justice is coming for Trump. Justice is coming upside down. Yeah, he's one sick puppy. He's not well. Do you really need a passport to move out of Texas? Hopefully not. I don't think they're going to secede from the Union. If they secede from the Union, they're really going to be a mess. It's bad enough the power goes down. The power grid goes down in Texas. But as far as Trump goes, he's out of money and he's trying to steal money. This is justice. This is surrendering the hangman. Six of Cups. There's too many people in support of justice for him to just... There's too many people that are on the side of justice happening. Yeah, craziness. Yeah, he's off his rocker, and the way that he's behaving, the way that Trump is behaving, he's mentally and physically, he's acting, no, he's not acting like he is. He's behaving, and he is, like a malignant narcissist sociopath. Will he turn himself in when he's indicted or need to be picked up? I don't know. That's an interesting question. We think a lot's going to happen in April. I've been seeing March. I always call things a little bit early, so I've been seeing March, but more next month. Indictments are coming. Indictments are coming in April for sure. And a lot of the Party of Fascist members know it. Yeah, crazy, I'm telling you. He makes no sense at all what he is doing. And you've seen on his Truth Social, you've seen that he has an image of his face with the American flag painted over it. It's pretty sick. It's very disturbing. I feel like a lot of indictments are coming next month. Many for Trump. And I also feel like just when I tune into Jack Smith's energy, seriously, I get like superhero energy. Bragg's office is leaking week of March 20th. You keep seeing him battered down like a hurricane is coming. You mean Trump? All they have to do is shut down his plumbing so he can't flush the gold toilet. Dancing warrior. Making us laugh over here. Don't forget to check out Midas Touch. He's going to flee in a car with a driver and get arrested at the gates of the private airport, then he goes to the hospital. I see Trump in a few years in a wheelchair. Should we read on Joe Biden? Yes, I got the surrender card for 45. He would have to surrender. Two things. Are they going to get a handle on this fascist, this violent domestic terrorism? I mean, can we just ponder this for a moment? At that CPAC, which Midas Touch is calling the cult pack, which is their cult, they have a big flashing sign that says, "We are the domestic terrorists. We are domestic terrorists. We are domestic terrorists." I mean, sometimes aren't you like, it's right in front of our faces what's going on. There's no hiding from it, honestly. Domestic terrorism. I'm looking at, how it's going to go. Yeah, they say, it says we are domestic terrorists. I mean, they're spelling it right out, literally. Domestic terrorism. They will continue to incite, the domestic terrorists in the United States will continue to incite and continue to make people afraid. Well, that's what terrorism is, right? That's what terrorism is, but a lot of them will be caught. A lot of them will be caught. The Empresses of the United States will stay standing. Do not fear. The United States will stay standing. There's going to be a lot of terrorist threats. Remember after 9/11 they had the codes, the color codes for how high the threat was? The Eight of Cups is having to, pay the price. The Empresses of the United States. What are you talking about? Sulcer is doing historical achievements in all media, basically refusing. Are you talking about Trump? Yeah, I mean, it's a tough road to hoe right now. But and if you listen to Rachel Maddow's Ultra, I encourage you all to listen to that. It will, in a strange way, it will give you hope. Will the insurrectionists that made a run for it be caught? Texas has 8 military bases here. Yeah, so listen to Rachel Maddow's Ultra. It's really excellent. And it'll give you a sense that we made it through before. We really just have to be woke. We have to be on our toes. In the last couple of minutes, I want to thank you all profusely for joining me. Much appreciated. Much appreciate you being here. I do readings. This is my job. This is my income. Yeah, Nicole Wallace has a wonderful show. This is my income, what I do here, so any amount of support you can give. There's a tip jar there. There's the link to my website goes to places you can donate. I really appreciate that. It's all like kept with me and not with YouTube. And so there's that, psychicanetdion.com. Please join us for Grassroots of Democracy. Please book a reading. I love you guys. I wouldn't be me without you. I'm going to leave you with a few community cards, which includes Joe Biden, because we're reading about our country. Let's become 5 states. 5 states? And so I'll pick 3 cards, and we'll read more on the Biden administration next time. And I'll be back on Friday for Friday Night Live. I love you much, much, much. Oh, and please hit the thumbs up before you go. And stay tuned. I've got lots of stuff up and coming. Remember, there's a weight loss class coming in April where we take a spiritual approach to weight loss. It's all about being positive about your body. The star, this is about the United States, and I was thinking about Joe Biden. That we're still strong. The State of the Union is strong. We just have to be all involved. The Page of Wands means we will see subpoenas. See you Friday. And the Ten of Wands. When you need to take a rest from everything, just take a rest. Watch old sitcoms. It'll put everything in perspective. We have to laugh too, okay? Don't forget to laugh. Once again, happy International Women's Day, and I'll see you on Friday, and or unless you come to Grassroots, which I hope you do tomorrow night. And namaste, be well, take good care of yourself, give yourself a lot of credit and a lot of love. You deserve it. You really do. Okay, bye.